Hello, everyone. My name is Jeremy Bonser, and I am a teacher in Georgetown, South Carolina, where I have taught seventh grade math and eighth grade science for the last several years. I have completed my undergraduate in elementary education and my master's degree, my first master's degree in educational leadership. I am currently working towards my second master's degree in a K to 12 master's in special education, and I want to introduce to you my paper on assistive technology devices for helping students with ASD at school and at home. And of course, ASD being autism spectrum disorders. In my paper, I want to let everybody know that the use of assistive technology will help with the communication of students who are found on the autism spectrum at school and at home. I feel with this topic that we are missing out on a great deal of opportunities for these children and these students if we do not help them with their struggles and disabilities through technology. Now, in some situations, unfortunately, these children are unable to communicate with their family, with their friends, with their teachers, and by having these assistive technology devices, they will now be able to communicate in ways that they never were able to communicate before. Now, according to our textbook that we used here by Botout and Miles, technology or assistive technology devices sometimes are actually even no technology at all. You might use something as simple as a rubber grip to put on the student's pencil, and that will give them that satisfaction of the sensory that they need for that grip. You could use low-tech devices such as a wheelchair, to high-end devices such as a computer that will help relay their messages by typing in whatever they wish to say, but unfortunately aren't able to say, and it will read them for them, or by simply clicking on a button that will then say a word for them. Sometimes these applications that can be downloaded onto cell phones, onto computers, tablets, whatever it may be, they're fairly inexpensive overall. Sometimes an application can be simply $1, $2 that can be downloaded and can be used for the rest of their lives of that device. And those devices range from basic communication skills, like I've already mentioned. Sometimes it could be a device that will help with reading impairments, such as dyslexia. It will help them communicate or read their topics a lot better. So that one-time fee can take care of tons and tons of education. It is important, though, that our teachers who are using these devices with their students are trained properly. If the teachers don't know how to use the devices themselves, how can we expect the students to know how to use the device on their own? Students will learn sometimes on their own how to use these devices and sometimes do know better than the teachers. That is not always the case, though. These teachers do need their trainings during the summer, at the beginning of the school year, throughout the school year, through the end of the school year, to make sure they know how to help these students when they need the help. And it's also important that the parents are aware of their rights as parents of special education students. They need to know the laws under IDEA and for IEPs, and that they can refuse devices that are given if they feel it don't fit their child, according to the school, though. They can refuse different goals that are set by the school, and the parents need to make sure they are aware of it. Now, with wrapping that up, devices can be extremely helpful, and we need to make sure that we are doing what is always in the best interest of the child, not cheating the child because of different costs with budget in schools and that information. All right, we need to always make sure the child's best interest is in our mind. Some things I want to let you know about Assist Tech is a conference coming up in October, actually on October 20th and 21st in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Something to check out if you're near that area. The American Medical Rehabilitation Providers Association is having their 14th annual educational conference and expo in New Orleans. So you can go to the conference and enjoy yourself too while you're there. Meanwhile, don't forget to think about checking out websites like autismspeaks.org. Last but not least, please do everyone a favor. Let's make sure we communicate with those parents. They need the help. We want to help them, and we want to make sure they know what's going on. Well, thank you, and I hope you can do well in the future.